You may have cleaned your house, and still, your mind didn't rest. You organized things. You cleared space. You felt that quick relief, like the air became lighter. But later, when everything slowed down, when the noise stopped, your mind kept talking, thoughts looping, images replaying, a quiet tension that never fully leaves. If that's happening to you, I want you to hear this clearly. This is not weakness, it's not a lack of discipline, and it's not overthinking. It's internal overload. And today I'm going to guide you through a practical internal reset. Not motivational hype, not spiritual bypassing, and not magical thinking. Just a grounded way to calm your nervous system, clear mental noise, and regain direction. But before we move forward, there's an illusion we need to remove. Most of what you call a decision is not fully conscious. We like to believe we choose calmly, rationally, and in control. But in reality, many choices are already influenced by emotional signals before the rational mind even shows up. That's why you promise change and fall back into the same pattern. That's why you say this time will be different and freeze when action is required. That's why you know what needs to be done. Yet something inside creates hesitation, delay, or self-sabotage. This is autopilot. And autopilot does not live in your positive thoughts. It lives in emotional memory. Your brain is designed for survival, not happiness. Its main priority is efficiency and safety. It looks for what is familiar, what is predictable, even when the familiar causes discomfort. The nervous system prefers known pain over unknown possibility because unfamiliar territory feels unsafe. This connects directly to external cleaning. Just like a home accumulates objects over time, the mind accumulates unfinished emotional material. Unprocessed experiences, old fears that were never resolved, beliefs absorbed without consent, internal pressure, mental noise, a constant background of I should, I must, and I'm behind. The mind becomes like a house filled with sealed boxes. Even when the outside looks organized, those boxes remain untouched inside, stacked, heavy, and quietly draining energy. Why does this happen? Because the brain doesn't store events, it stores sensations. When someone criticized you years ago, your brain didn't archive the sentence. It stored the contraction in your body. When you tried something and felt embarrassed, rejected, or unsafe, your brain didn't record the moment, it recorded the emotional response. Years later, when life presents something new, an opportunity, a relationship, a transition, a creative step, your body reacts first. Your chest tightens, your breathing changes, your nervous system activates. Only after that does the rational mind step in to explain what already happened emotionally. It creates a story. Now is not the right time. I need more preparation. I should wait. This probably won't work. But the direction was already influenced by the emotional system. This is why your mind doesn't rest. It's constantly scanning, anticipating problems, trying to protect you, even when no real threat exists. It's running outdated survival software in a modern world. So internal cleaning begins with a shift in position. You stop fighting your mind and start observing the program. Here's the key insight of this video. Reset does not happen when you understand something intellectually. Understanding alone does not rewire the nervous system. Reset happens when you create space between stimulus and reaction. That space is where regulation lives. That space is where choice lives. Here's how to create it. The next time, or even now as you listen, when you feel discomfort rising, tightness, anxiety, restlessness, a sudden urge to escape, emotional heaviness without a clear reason, don't analyze it. Don't suppress it. Don't try to overpower it. Just do 3 simple things. First, pause. Just pause for a couple of seconds. Second, breathe deeply and count to 10. Slowly. As if you're telling your system, I'm safe enough to slow down. Third, observe. Not the story, not the justification, the sensation. Ask yourself, what is happening in my body right now? Pressure, tension, heat, a knot in the stomach, weight in the chest? Then do something subtle but powerful. Give it a name. 1 word: fear, anxiety, shame, anger, sadness, exhaustion. When you name an emotion, you create distance from it. You stop being inside the reaction and become aware of it. This is internal cleaning. You are bringing what was operating in the background into conscious awareness, like turning on a light in a cluttered room. Now here's something crucial. The brain does not change because of intention. It changes because of repetition. One conscious pause creates a trace. Repeated pauses create a new pathway. That's why internal cleaning is not a dramatic breakthrough. It's a daily nervous system practice. Here's a 1-minute ritual you can apply today. If you can, close your eyes for a moment, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, what am I carrying today that doesn't belong to me? What am I trying to control because I feel unsafe? What can I release just for today? Choose a small, honest answer. Then say internally, I see this. I acknowledge the signal, and I choose to let go. Now take 1 minimal action. 1. Not to fix your life, but to signal safety to your system. A single conscious action interrupts autopilot. This is how patterns loosen. And here's the final link between your environment and your mind. External order creates space. Internal clarity creates direction. Without direction, effort feels heavy and exhausting. With direction, even small actions feel meaningful. So today, don't aim to become a new person. Just do this. Create internal space. 1 pause, 1 named emotion, 1 conscious choice. If you want to anchor this practice, write in the comments, I choose today. Because you are not broken, you are not failing. You are simply running an old program. And any program can be interrupted, 1 moment of awareness at a time. Be prosperous from the inside out.